Hi, I'm John Dworkin.
And I'm Sunnie Harmon, and we're with LobbySC, a pro-business government relations firm based here in South Carolina. And we just finished up week 13 of the legislative session.
That's right, and forgive the construction and cars, but we thought it was too nice outside not to do this outside. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the highlights this week, Sunnie.
Yes, well, the Senate was in perfunctory session this week, which means they did nothing on the floor. They really hunkered down and focused on Senate Finance, getting the budget out, and they were done, surprisingly for me, around lunchtime on Tuesday.
Yep.
Senate Finance was able to complete their work and pack up and go home to enjoy this beautiful week. And then Senate Judiciary subcommittees got some work done, specifically a bond reform bill that was in Senate Judiciary sub and constitutional carry as well.
While they were in perfunctory.
While they were in perfunctory.
Okay, good word. So a lot going on in the House, though.
Yes, they were busy making crossover, which effectively was today, April 6th, and had a lot of big bills that made it through.
A lot of economic development bills, really. Whole flurry of them made it out of Ways and Means last week, and then got on the floor this week. So the House took up a lot of bills. We'll go through a few of them. Enterprise Zone Act bill, House Bill 4087, really updated the Enterprise Zone Act. Also included remote workers and job development credits. Dealt a little bit with recycling facilities and headquarters as well. So that made it through the House, over to the Senate.
And then a bill, House Bill 3810, dealing with corporate license fees. This is a bill that you may remember passed the House last year.
Yep.
Before getting caught up in the Senate, but it passed this year as well.
Yeah, so what that bill really does, it's good for entrepreneurs, innovators, founders that raise capital from venture capital firms. And so South Carolina, when those innovators, founders raise that capital, right now it's taxed. It's a corporate license fee, really. And we're one of 15 states that has that fee. So you want to be able to promote these entrepreneurs and give them the right soil conditions for them to grow. So one of the ways you do that is you remove the corporate license fee, so they're essentially not taxed on that money that they raise from the venture capital firms and others.
Right, and then DHEC restructuring, that's been a bill that we've been talking about for a couple of years now, just breaking up that behemoth agency.
Did they separate the E and the H?
So it's breaking it up into the health agency and the environmental agency,
the
or
E
the E&H, as John likes
E
to say.
and H's are getting a divorce, all right?
And then film incentives. South Carolina has been home to lots of wonderful films over the year, which promotes tourism, promotes jobs, promotes a whole lot of things, great for the economy. So increasing the amount for film incentives from 10 million to 30 million to make us more competitive.
And that's House Bill 4020 for those that are watching. Community development tax credits, House Bill 4118, it's just an extension to 2029 for those interested.
And then next week, the House is going to be on furlough and the Senate will return. They set a bill for special order last week before being in perfunctory this week that will deal with bond reform. So we expect them to be debating that on the floor when they return next Tuesday.
So the House is not in perfunctory next week.
They're on furlough. They're gone.
Furlough.
They're out of it. Yeah,
they're
going to actually enjoy their week off.
All right, so we'll see the senators next week for week number 14.
That's right. So thank you for tuning in this week. If you have any questions, you can find us at LobbySC.com. Hope you have a wonderful weekend.